Hello everyone. Production possibility curve is a locus of various combination of two commodities that can be produced with given level of resource and technology. It is a graphical representation of the number of goods that can be produced for two different commodities. Production possibility curve explains the basic problem of the society. Production possibility curve is also called as production possibility frontier or transformation curve. Here we assume that we use all the scarce resource, that is factors of production, that is available in the economy, and there is no change in technology. So given those assumptions, let us look how the theory works. So the production possibility schedule shows us the 6 different combination of capital goods and consumer goods that can be produced in an economy. Production possibility curve can be both in microeconomy as well as macroeconomy. Not necessarily that it deals with only capital and consumer goods. You can take an example of agricultural goods and manufacturing products, or clothing industry and production industry like automobile industry. It can be anything. So given the fact, or any food processing industry as well, two different commodities. So given the fact of that, let us put that in graph. So on the graph you can see that 6 different combinations can be connected. So when you connect those points, you get a curve like this, which is concave in shape. So production possibility curves are generally concave in shape. Now let us assume that we are at a point C. This means that we used all the resource that is available with us in the economy. Now what if I want to increase the consumption of consumer goods? I need to make some choice. That is, I need to make some sacrifice. That sacrifice is the opportunity cost involved. So if I have to increase the consumption of consumer goods, I need to sacrifice some amount of capital goods. So we can see it here. At C, we can produce 8,000 capital goods and 4,000 consumer goods. If I have to increase the production of consumer goods, I have to reallocate resource. I have to reallocate resource because of scarcity of resource. In that reallocation of resource, I sacrifice 1,000 capital goods to increase my consumption of 2,000 consumer goods. This is what production possibility curve shows us. So that opportunity cost can be of different shapes that we will be discussing in the later part of this video. So the production possibility frontier is shown here. That is, it is a boundary. It is a thing where the different combination is on the curve. So it means you cannot produce anything beyond it, because all the resources, this curve shows us all the combinations of capital and consumer goods that can be produced in the economy. Anything beyond this, at point this or here is practically impossible, because we do not have that much of resource in the economy. But what about if we are producing at this point? Producing at this point means we are not utilizing our scarce resource. We know that the importance of scarce resource, it has to be utilized in the best efficient way. Best efficient way is when we lie on the production possibility curve. Now, how can we increase the production possibility curve? Or how can we increase the production of these goods? Or can these decrease? Yes, it happens. The shift in production possibility happens because of only 2 reasons. When there is change in resource, that is your factors of production. And second, when there is change in technology. Now, what if there is change in technology and you get new additional resource in labor force or in some capital goods? So, when there is increase in technology or increase in resource, your production possibility curve shift outwards, that is to the right. So, when there is shift, your production possibility increase outwards. That is shown by rightward shift of production possibility curve. Now you can produce anywhere on the points of the new curve. At the same time, what if your technology becomes outdated or your labor force become inefficient? When this happens, your production possibility curve shift inwards, that is to the left. So this can be graphically represent like this. Your production possibility curve shifts to the left. Now your production capacities and everything lies on this. Okay. Now what if there is change in technology of only one good, or when there is increase in resources of only one good? Let us consider in the B, this is A diagram where we showed shift in production possibility curve. In B diagram, let us see the possibilities of increase in technology of only capital goods. or resources or only capital goods. Now what happens is your y-x intercept does not change. That is, your consumer goods does not change, but your capital goods intercept increases. You can say in this way. So if there is change in technology of capital goods, or if there is increase in resources of capital goods, your PPC curve looks like this. At the same time, if your technology and resources increase for consumer goods, your y-intercept will not change, but x-intercept will shift outwards. At the same time, if there is decrease in technology or if there is decrease in resources for the production of capital goods, that curve will shift inwards like this. So from your initial curve, when there is increase in resource, increase in technology of capital goods, considering the fact your consumer goods has no change, your curve will shift outwards. The y-intercept will shift outward, that is to the right, and your new PPC curve will be y-x. When there is decrease in technology, or when the technology becomes outdated, or when your labor becomes inefficient for capital goods, your PPC curve will shift inwards and you get a new PPC curve y2x. So this is how the reallocation of resource takes place. Your transformation curve, we call this a transformation curve because moving from one point to another point has some transformation. There is reallocation of resource takes place. So that is the reason we call PPC curve a transformation curve. We call PPC curve production possibility frontier because this is a boundary. This is a limit that we can produce both capital goods and consumer goods. Now let us look at the different opportunity costs which can have an impact on the production possibility curve. The shape of the production possibility curve depends upon the opportunity cost, that is, depends upon the sacrifice it makes. So let us look at the first production possibility schedule. CAP stands for capital and CON stands for consumer. So here you can see at the first bundle where you are producing 100 consumer goods and 0 capital goods. Now when you want to increase the production of capital, that is when you want to produce 1 capital goods, your opportunity cost is 10. So when you want to increase the production of capital goods, that is for the second, your opportunity cost is 15. For the third, your opportunity cost becomes 25. For the fourth, your opportunity cost becomes 30. So this, you can see there's increase in opportunity cost for each and every additional capital goods that you produce. Now let us plot it in the graph. So when you join all the points, you get a curve like this. That is, for increasing opportunity cost, your production possibility curve will be in concave in nature. Now let us look at your second production possibility schedule. In that you can see at first we were producing 100 consumer goods and 0 capital goods. Now when you keep increasing the capital goods, then let us see how much we are sacrificing. That is the opportunity cost for consumer goods. So here you can see the opportunity cost of capital good is a constant at 20. For each and every 10 additional capital goods, you are sacrificing 20 consumer goods. So when you join all the points, you get a straight line like this. So for constant opportunity cost, our PPC will be a straight line. So for increasing opportunity cost, concave PPC. For constant opportunity cost, a straight line PPC. Now let us look at the third production possibility schedule, which is for third production possibility schedule. Here you can see at first we were producing 20 consumer goods and no capital goods. So as we keep increasing the production of capital goods, let us see our opportunity cost. At first it was 5. Then as we increased to second, it became 4, then it became 3, then it became 2. Here you can see there is a decreasing opportunity cost. So for decreasing opportunity cost, when we plot, we get a curve like this, which is convex in nature. So this is how the PPC curve will be for different opportunity costs. For first one, that is increasing, you can see we get a concave. For equal opportunity cost, it will be straight line. And for decreasing opportunity cost, it will be convex. Yes. Thank you.